Hi everyone, Little Streams here again, and this time I'm going to share with you another Satan UR Plus card for the Satan Simps out there. This card was from the Nightmare Draw of the Three Worlds event that started, or the game did, last year, I think. I can't remember, but anyways. During the Nightmare Draw of the Three Worlds event, I drew this card, and when I got this card, I was really happy. The story here is very good as well, and the last part of the story is my favorite part of the story, because one of the lines Satan says in the last part of the story will melt your heart. So Satan Simps, you are going to enjoy this. So let's get started. Part 1. A world of our very own. This is the title of the Devilgram story. Hello, Solomon. I'm happy we have permission to use the entire rad grounds to host TTWF. But now that we have such a large space, what are we going to do with it all? Well, we could think of something to do with this space for our TTWF event. Hey, Simeon. The possibilities are endless with this much space. It makes it difficult to decide. That's right, it is kind of difficult to decide because there are endless possibilities with how to set up the TTWF event. We have to include dancing in the festivities. It's what everyone looks forward to during these kinds of events. You have a point there, Sibian. You must have dancing in a festival, especially in the TTWF event. And it's also, I agree with you, what everyone is looking forward to.
Oh.
Hi, Raphael. That's true. However, as the designated hosts, we should use this opportunity to make the event something special for all the students. So, setting up the TTWF event was done by all the exchange students, and including the MC, me. So the MC, Raphael, Simeon, and Solomon kind of worked together to set up the TTWF, as well as Luke. Something special, huh? Hey, Luke! So Luke continues to say, it has to be something that all angels, demons, and humans can enjoy. Yep, it's a TTWF event, so that would involve the three worlds of angels, demons, and humans. And we have to make sure all three groups are enjoying it. There's got to be something. So Luke is thinking. Any ideas, Kagura? This is what Solomon is asking. Me? Well, of course we're going to have some dancing festivities, but using such a large space, I'm not quite sure what to do. Maybe we could ask some people. What about turning Rad into a giant dance floor? Since you guys talked about having dancing festivities in this TTWF event that all of us working together to create. Simeon says, that's a fun idea. I'm glad you like it, Simeon. It's certainly a fresh spin on things. Yep, it is kind of like a fresh spin on things, Solomon. Let's just go with it. Then Raphael says, that would be relying too much on dancing as the main event. Shouldn't we consider adding something else as well? Raphael, you got a point too. You have a point too. What else can we add? Dancing must be on the list, but what other things can we add using that giant space for our TTWF event? And Luke says he has a point. I think everyone will enjoy themselves more if there are lots of things to do. Okay, I also agree with you, Luke. That's something that I would agree. I'm sure all the others agree as well. We need to make sure everybody is enjoying themselves in the TTWF event. And Solomon says, how about we ask someone who has more experience with these types of things? That's a good point as well. Good idea. But who should we ask? I was thinking the same question, Simeon. That might be helpful. Who do we know that would be able to give us some good insight? Well, I think the best bet would be Satan. Yep, I think so too. So Satan appears and says, so that's why you've all come to me. And when I was playing this or reading this story, I chose the first option rather than the second option. But if you get this card sometime in the future, you could choose the second option. But for this sharing of the Devilgram story, I'm going to stick with the original one I chose when I first read the Devilgram story. Satan, you know just about everything there is to know. That's why we are counting on you to help us out. So Satan responds, I wouldn't say that, but if you think my knowledge could be of some use to you, then you're free to do with it as you please. Thanks, Satan. Thanks, Satan. That would be really helpful for us. And Simeon says, I knew you wouldn't let us down. And Satan continues by saying, I'll agree to help you only because you seem to be in over your heads this time. Yeah, you're pretty right on that. We are kind of in over our heads by setting this event up, TTWF. It's also the first event that we as exchange students have worked together to set up, hope and wanting to make this event an absolute blast for every denizen in the Devildom. And Solomon says, thank you, Satan. You're a lifesaver. Yeah, thank you a lot, Satan. And Satan says, however, Lord Diablos continues to have the exchange students host a festival. Isn't that right? Yeah, it's right, but we need some ideas, so we hope to pick out some ideas from you that could help us set up this Three Worlds event, TTWF. And Satan continues by saying, in that case, I think exchange students should be in charge of everything from the planning to the operation of the event. That's what we are going to do, but again, we do want some ideas to use the large space that's given to us. And Satan continues by saying, I can only help you with coming up with ideas and helping you decide which is the best plan of action. That's fine, Satan. All of us would like your help, but the planning would be done by all of us exchange students. Solomon says, we were thinking the same thing. Yep, I agree with you, Solomon. I'm also thinking about that. And Simeon says, we were struggling to come up with any good ideas by ourselves. We appreciate any advice you can offer us. Yeah, we would like some advice, since this is going to be a big event. And it's also kind of our first time hosting such an event in RAD. So it's a challenge. but by hearing your advice, we may be able to make it a success. Satan.
わかった。
So Satan responds by saying, then it sounds like we're in agreement.
それじゃあ。
He continues, Satan continues by saying, meet me at the library in the House of Lamentation tomorrow. Okay, we'll be there, Satan, and thanks again for your help. It's much appreciated.
Eh?
So Luke says, the House of Lamentation? Raphael asks, what will we do there? Well, we are going to find out when we meet up with Satan there. And Satan responds by saying, that's for me to know and you to find out. So that ends part 1. Part 2. So we are in the House of Lamentations library, I believe. Library study. I think it's a library and a study. So Solomon says, well, we're all here. I wonder what he has planned. I'm curious too, Solomon. But I'm sure it's going to be something good and interesting to help us with our huge event. And Simeon says, and why he didn't want to tell us until we got here. Well, we'll find out when Satan gets here.
Yeah.
So Satan arrives and says, I see you finally made it. Yep, we're here, Satan. And we're all ears.
なんだ?
Raphael says, I see you've brought along a library's worth of books with you. Wow, really? I bet is a lot of books. What are we going to do with all these books, Satan? And Luke says, not to mention that all of these look incredibly rare, especially this one. So Luke is looking at the pile of books that Satan has brought with him, and he notices that these books are really rare and is looking at a specific one in Satan's pile of books.
Oi!
Satan warns, wait, don't even think about touching those. Luke, don't touch these. If these are rare, it's either going to be magicked or there's something about these that's not normal. So don't touch.
What?
Luke says, geez, all right, but why can't I touch them? I see. It's one of those magicked books or enchanted books in which you can get sucked into the book. So Satan continues by saying, these books will suck you right into their pages with one turn of the cover. So Satan continues by saying, once inside, you'll learn the entire history of the Devilgram and even experience some of its most important events in time for yourself. Ooh, this sounds fun. Looking forward to this experience. Satan. So Satan continues by saying, I thought they might prove helpful in spurring some ideas for the party. What do you think? Maybe they would be helpful, but I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would, especially if Satan recommends them for us. So I'll take his word on it. I'll take Satan's word on it. Oh, Solomon says, I see. How very intriguing. It is indeed very intriguing, Solomon. I totally agree with you. I'm very interested too. So Satan continues by saying, it will take a long time to get through these if we all enter one book together. Continues by saying, I suggest we split up into 3 groups and divide the books that way. What do you say? Sounds like a good idea, Satan. looking forward to it. Agreed. When I was playing or reading the story, I chose agreed rather than the second option. Again, if for those people who don't have this card as of yet, if you do get it one of these days or sometime in the future, you could check out the other responses. But for this time, I'm just going to share with everybody what I have picked for these responses in this Devilgram story. So Satan continues by saying, okay, perfect, let's get started. All right, let's get started, Satan. I'm looking forward to it.
それじゃ
Then Satan continues by saying, next, let's decide who is going to enter which books. Okay? We'll do that. A few minutes later, after everyone has chosen their books, Satan says, is everyone in agreement with their books? Continuing with what Satan is saying, Luke and Raphael will be covering picture books, illustrated encyclopedias, anything with a minimal amount of text. Okay? Solomon and Simeon will be in charge of going through the difficult books with heavy text. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good to me, Satan. And that leaves Kagura and I to decide which books to cover. So now the MC and Satan are both deciding which books they will cover together. So Satan asks the MC, or asks me, playing the MC, may I do the honors of choosing which book we'll enter together? And when I was reading this Devilgram story, I chose the first option for this part of the story. Pick something awesome.
おい
And Satan says, I should have known you wouldn't make it easy for me. Well, I wasn't trying to make it hard, Satan. It's just that I'm just having you decide which books to use. I didn't, for viewers out there, I didn't choose the second option because I don't like to be involved in danger, but that doesn't mean I don't like danger in any way. I like some danger. I am kind of adventuresome, but I chose the first one because it's like neutral response rather than the second response. But again, for those people who don't have this card yet, you may choose the second option once you get this card. Again, I'm just going to show you guys what I chose when I was doing this Devilgram story. Sorry, Satan. I didn't mean to make it hard for you. I thought you knew that you would recommend some good ones, since you're more knowledgeable about books than I am. So continuing on, Satan says, again, I should have known you wouldn't make it easy for me. And he continues by saying, thankfully, those were my intentions from the beginning. Leave it to me. All right, Satan, I'm going to leave it to you. Since you are really good at recommendations, I'm going to leave the decision up to you. So Satan picks up a book, and together we look at this book, and then Satan replies or says, this book is perfect. Okay, really? Looking at the book, it does look interesting, but I don't know what book it is. Then Satan continues by saying, this isn't the first time we've entered a book together, but I still get excited when I get to explore one together with you. Aww, I'm touched. Me too. I'm also excited when I get to explore a book with you as well, Satan. I hope this proves to be a fun adventure. I hope so too. Looking forward to it. Satan.
それじゃ
Okay, so Solomon says, we're ready to go, so we'll see you all when we get back. All right, see you in a little bit, Solomon.
じゃあまたね
And then Simeon says, be careful, everyone. We will. You guys be careful too, okay?
それじゃ
Okay. See you later. Bye, Luke.
じゃ
I'll be praying for everyone's safe return. All right. Thanks, Raphael.
それじゃ
Let's get going as well. Give me your hand, Kagura. So I give my hand to Satan. And in the blink of an eye, we entered the book that he chose. This is, well, it looks like a bookstore inside the book. Not sure, since I don't know what the book is. But it looks like a bookstore in here, in the book. This is... There are so many books. I chose the first one when I did this Devilgram story. Again, for those who don't have this card, when you do get it sometimes in the future, you could choose the second one. But again, for this time when I'm sharing this story with everybody, I'm just going to use the responses I chose when I was doing the story. So Satan continues by saying, yes, there certainly are. And then he continues by saying, don't be fooled. It may look like the same room we were in before, but it's not. I see the difference, Satan, so don't worry about it. Then Satan continues by saying, all sorts of knowledge and memories are concentrated right here. I'm not surprised. With all these books, I'm sure these books are filled with all kinds of memories, all kinds of knowledge. And I'm looking forward to exploring this knowledge and these memories with you, Satan. And excited to do and happy to do so with you, Satan. So continuing on. All sorts of knowledge and memories are concentrated right here. It's the perfect place to gather inspiration for the party. It does look like the perfect place to gather inspiration for our TTWF party. So, no disagreement there, Satan.
それじゃ
Let's divide the books and get searching. All right, let's go. So that's part 2. Now we will go to part 3 of this Devilgram story, A World of Our Very Own. So after, I don't know, a few hours, several hours, several minutes, a few minutes, not exactly sure exact time, Satan and I, the MC, have looked through all the books here. So, continuing on, we've taken a look through all of the books here. Did you find anything that you could use? I think I found some that I could use. Satan. So these are the 3 options in this part of the story. When I was doing this Devilgram story, I chose the 3rd option. I got lost in these books about the Devildom. Again, for those who don't have this card, or if you do get it sometimes in the future, you could check out the other responses. But I'm going to just pick the original response I chose for this Devilgram story. So, continuing on. I got lost in these books about the Devildom. Then Satan responds, If it's about the Devilgram, it's here. Anything you need to know about the history or important events of the Devilgram, you can find here. Yep, I did find that information from the books I've explored in this area, in this place. And they are very, very interesting. He continues by saying, I'm positive there's something here you can use for the party. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Satan. I think I did find something here that's very positive and could be used for our TTWF party. Thanks a lot. You've been a great help, Satan. Continuing on, the grimoire that we opened together earlier actually possesses a very unique power. Oh, really? What kind of unique power, Satan? The grimoire's power affects the very first being to open the book and makes their thoughts and memories visible. Wow, that sounds very intriguing and sounds very, very powerful and touching. You know, I've never handled a grimoire before, so opening that book and entering this book with you is my first time experiencing what a grimoire is like, Satan. And I want to thank you for doing that with me. Continuing on. So the grimoire's power affects the very first being to open the book and makes their thoughts and memories visible. In other words, this place we're in now is full of all my knowledge and memories. Ah, I see. I'm sure all of these knowledge and memories are all your knowledge and all your memories lay in this area, in the books here. And they are very interesting knowledge and very intriguing knowledge and very good memories too, I'm sure. That is why I specifically chose this book for us. Oh, really? Wow. Then that means you recommended a really good book for us to enter. Again, thanks a lot, Satan. I was having fun in this area too, looking at these books, experiencing these things with you as well. I had tons and tons of fun. Continuing on, I wanted to use all of the knowledge I had available in order to help you. Aw, Satan, thank you so much. I'm glad you shared your knowledge with me. I hope you share all kinds of knowledge with me, and I can share all kinds of knowledge with you. And I'm sure these knowledges can help out a lot for our TTWF party. Again, thank you so much, Satan. Thank you so much. And when I did this Devilgram story, I chose the first option rather than the second option. Again, when you get this card sometimes in the future, or sometime in the near future, you could choose the second option to check out what the response would be. But when I did this Devilgram story, I chose the first response. What a wonderful place. So Satan says, I thought so too. All my thoughts and ideas are reflected in this space. After all, I can relax here. Aww. I'm glad that this place is your space and that you can relax here. I'm glad, Satan. And I'm glad that you shared this with me. So very glad. I enjoy the library in the House of Lamentation, but this space is also nice. Yeah, I know you love books. I love books too. And I would have to say, I like this place too, Satan. I really do like this place, just as I like your library, the library in the House of Lamentation. There's another reason why I chose this book. Oh, really? What reason is it? What reason is it, Satan? Ooh, the scene suddenly changed. Ooh, I like this background here. This looks like a gazebo and a bench in the background. And the whole place sets off a very romantic feel to it. So Satan continues by saying, I hope the sudden change of scenery didn't frighten you too much. Oh, don't worry about it. I wasn't frightened at all. I actually love this place. It's beautiful. Oh, really? I created this place with my imagination or to fulfill one purpose. Oh, really? What purpose would that be? And Satan continues by saying, when I imagined what an appropriate place would be to speak alone with you, I thought of what you see here. Aww. Oh my gosh, Satan, you're making my heart melt. It's making me love you more. So Satan continues by saying, I told you that there's another reason why I chose this book, yes? Waiting to hear what the other reason is. I chose it because I wanted to make sure the two of us were truly alone without anyone around to interrupt. Oh my gosh, Satan, that's so sweet of you. And I can totally love it that you actually chose this place, because this place is perfect. Perfect place for us to be alone. And I kind of want to be alone with you too. So continuing on, I chose it because I wanted to make sure the two of us were truly alone without anyone around to interrupt.
No.
Oh, so adorable. So Satan continues by saying, Kagura, will you be my date to the Three Worlds Festival? Do you really need to ask, Satan? I would love to be your date to the Three Worlds Festival. You're the only person I want to go there with. And because of that, I chose the first option when I did this Devilgram story. Absolutely. And Satan asks, you will? Oh my gosh, he looks so adorable here. His cheeks, he's blushing and he's so cute. So continue on. I'm so happy that you agreed. I'm happy too that you asked, Satan. So very happy that you asked me. Continue on. So I'm so happy that you agreed. And then I have a lot to prepare if I want to present myself as someone worthy of your company. Aww. That's touching. You just made me love you more, Satan. Let's make our very first festival together something we will never forget. You got it, Satan. We will make this our first festival together something we will never, ever forget. Continuing on, we've been inside the book for a while now. I think it's time we head back. Okay.
それじゃ
Let's go, Kagura. All right. Okay. So we are back in the House of Lamentations library study. Then Luke's here to greet us. Hey, Luke. Oh, they're back.
え
And Solomon's too is also here greeting us. So Solomon says, Satan, you didn't tell me that the book you both entered was only one of a rare few in the entire Devilgram. Really? Oh, it's really that rare? Really? Wow, I didn't know that, Solomon. And Satan says, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. I think with Solomon's knowledge of books, and because he's such a powerful sorcerer who's done tons of studying magic or trained for many years on his magic and power, I'm sure he would know tons and tons of books. So continuing on, Satan says, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. And then Solomon asks, is it really all right for you to use it like this? Is there a specific reason why I shouldn't be used it as how we used it, Solomon? Is there another reason why this book should not be why doesn't I'm not sure why this book is why this book shouldn't be used that way, or how this book is used. Hope you can tell me, Solomon. Aw, Satan, that's sweet. If it's to help Kagura, then have no problem using it. Besides, it proved to be a very fruitful experience. It was indeed a very fruitful experience. I'm still curious about the book. I would like to know more about that book. It seems Solomon knows a lot about this book. Simeon's here too. So he says, we were able to learn some valuable things from this experience as well. This should be more than enough to come up with some great ideas. I'm glad these books have been valuable and useful to you as well, Simeon.
Oh.
Hey, Raphael. So Raphael says, we should begin the discussion again immediately while our thoughts and ideas are still fresh. Yep, let's get going.
それじゃ
So Solomon says, why don't we start now, Satan? Would you help us by joining in too? Oh, do please join in, Satan. And then Satan says, of course, I made a promise after all. Kagura, we have a lot of work cut out for us, but let's give it our all. Yes, let's give it our all. Totally agree with you, Satan. We will give it our all. So that ends part 3 of the Devilgram story, A World of Our Very Own. Now to the last part. Now, this is the last part of the story, and it's one of the few, there's one scene in this last part of the story that would melt your heart, literally melt your heart. Satan Sims out there, I'm sure you will enjoy it. I will show you what that part is later on when we get further into this part of the story. So let's start with this part of the story first. So Solomon, the exchange students, the MC, and the guests are now at the TTWF party. So Solomon says, the opening ceremony finished without a hitch and the party is in full swing. Yes, it is. And Simeon says, it seems like everyone's having a good time, but it's difficult to tell for certain. I don't know about that. So it looks like everybody is having tons of fun with it. At least I haven't seen any disappointments about it. Solomon says, that's true. We should go talk to the guests and hear what they have to say. Okay, if you guys want to make sure that our guests are enjoying their time here, then let's go talk with them. Continuing on. Hi, Belfie! Hey, Kagura, I see you finally found us. Yes, I did. Hi, Levy! I'm usually bored at parties, but not this one. You guys did a great job. Oh, Levy, I'm so glad you liked it. And I'm so glad that you actually got out of your room to participate in our party. I'm really, really glad you did, Levy. I'm really, really glad. Continuing on, I'm usually bored at parties, but not this one. You guys did a great job. Thank you, Levy. Thank you a lot. That means a lot to all of to us exchange students.
Yeah.
Solomon says, Leviathan and Belphegor, you guys came too? And Levy says, I know parties aren't really my thing, but the Three Worlds Festival is a chance for you all to finally shine. I didn't want to miss it. Aw, Levy, that's the best response we could hear from you, Levy. Thanks a lot for your feedback. Here, I thought you'd only be decorating the stage, not the entirety of RAD. You guys are geniuses. Aw, thank you. But it's really not all our work. It was hard to wait for the big day while noticing all the little changes happening around RAD every day. Said Belphegor or Belphy. I'm glad you were eager to come here too, Belphy. And when I did this Devilgram story, I chose the first option for this part of the story. Hearing that from you means a lot. And Belphy responds by saying, it's not just us either. Everyone here is thinking the same thing. All the hard work you put in really paid off. Aw, thanks, Belphy. Those words does have a huge impact on me. Thanks a lot, Belphy. Thanks a lot. So Solomon says, it sounds like the festival is a success. It is indeed, Solomon. We did it. We actually did it. And Simeon responds by saying, I'm glad we got to hear what some of the guests had to say. We have Satan to thank for his help. Yes, we do. Quite a lot of our thanks goes to Satan. He had been so helpful to us. So Levy says, speaking of which, where's Satan anyway? I haven't seen him around. Yeah, I haven't seen him either. Wonder where he is. He'll probably make his appearance soon. Oh, Belphy, Kagura, your DDD is ringing. It is. I take out my DDD, I look at it, and it's from Satan.
Yeah.
So Satan is here. So Satan called to the MC through her DDD. And Satan says, sorry for calling you out here so suddenly. Oh, it wasn't a problem at all. I'm glad you called me, Satan. I came back here to the House of Lamentation for something I forgot. Okay, I see. What did you forget? I'm curious. Oh, then I found something I knew you would like. Oh, really? What? I'm curious now. I wanted to use this opportunity to enjoy something together with you. Aww, that's sweet of you, Satan. Wow, this is such a nice shot of Satan. Though it's a moving pictures UR plus card, but I think this drawing of Satan is really good for a moving picture card. I like it. I like it a lot. So continuing on, Satan says, this is my gift to you. It's not much, but enjoy it as much as you like. What gift? Oh, it's a demoness. Okay, I see, demoness. Let's toast to the success of your party. Cheers. TTWF turned into a huge success thanks to the planning and hard work of you and the other exchange students. And it's not just us, Satan. You also helped us a lot. And we want to thank you a lot for helping us turn this TTWF event into such a success. Aww, that's sweet of you by saying this. I was even feeling proud of you after seeing how much the guests were enjoying the festival. So, in this part of the story, Satan is sharing a bottle of demoness with the MC. It seems that this demoness color is pink, pink colored. I'm sure it tastes really good. So, because I think that this demoness would taste good, in the Devilgram story when I read it, I chose the first one. This demoness is delicious. And Satan says, indeed, it has a pleasant taste to it. That's not the only thing special about this bottle. Watch this. Oh, really? What are you going to show me, Satan? Oh, so this is a bottle of the demoness. It looks like a champagne bottle. But anyways, continue on. Oops, forgive me. I failed to perform the trick correctly. Oh, no big deal. It wasn't. It's okay. It's okay. I'm usually much better at popping the cork. Yeah, again, it's no problem, Satan. No problem at all. Continuing on, I'm usually much better at popping the cork. I wish I could pop corks from a champagne bottle or a bottle of wine, but I can never do it exactly right. Either I spill too much or it just doesn't pop open. So I'm really bad at it too, popping the cork of a champagne bottle or a wine bottle. Perhaps I'm a bit more nervous than I previously thought. Oh, what are you nervous about, Satan? Aww, this is sweet. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that all of my knowledge was able to be of use to you. It has been a lot of use to me. Thank you so much, Satan. So much. Thank you so much, Satan. I'm happy that you're happy. I'll commit my entire being to helping you. Aww, Satan Sims, isn't your heart starting to melt? I know mine was when I did this Devilgram story. This part of the last part of the story always made my heart melt, and also was the part that made me love Satan even more. And that's why I'm a Satan simp, guys. Continue on. I'll commit my entire being to helping you. Aw, exchange. I want you to be near me always, Kagura. I will, Satan. I definitely will. I want to be near you always as well, Satan, because I love you so very much. So Satan continues by saying, well, I suppose I can't keep the host of the party to myself forever, can I? Actually, Satan, I want to spend a little bit more time with you here. I want to spend more time with you. Let's head back, shall we? Later, Satan. Later. So, Satan Sims, get ready. This part is a part of the story that you are going to like. And when I did this Devilgram story, it was the option I picked for this part of the story. Kiss him. So, the MC kisses Satan. And Satan's, what? I wasn't expecting a kiss from you. And he's blushing. Oh my gosh, he looks so cute with his embarrassing look in his flushed face. He's so adorable. Satan Sims, don't you like this as well? Especially how Satan's looking right now. He is so cute. Continue on. What? I wasn't expecting a kiss from you. That surprised me. Are you telling me that you'd like to spend a few more moments together, perhaps? Yes, I'm telling you, I want to spend more time with you here. In that case, the party won't stop if we don't return immediately. Yay! I'm so glad I get to spend time with you, Satan. I'm so very happy. I want to spend more time with you. Allow me to enjoy having you all to myself for a little longer. Satan Sims, get ready. The following lines will make your heart melt even more and make you fall in love with Satan even more. Here we go. You, whom I love with all my heart. And I love you, Satan, with all my heart. All right, so that ends this Devilgram story in this Satan You Are Plus card, a world of our very own. Hope you guys like it, Satan Sims, and look forward to more favorite Satan Devilgram stories in the future. See you next time.